when I was in college, I had to eventually learn how to take a step back and be okay with that, which was one of the hardest things for me to learn. Because I would work so hard, I would work every day since the shooting for the 2 years afterwards. I would work every day to the point that I would lose track of what day it was. And I would keep working. The only way that I would rest is if I was so physically ill I could not get out of bed. Because that is how driven that we were to deliver for our classmates. And what I had to learn was that, you know, the movement doesn't rely on any single person, right? It relies on all of us. And if we can't take care of ourselves, we can't take care of the movement. I can know that I can step back and go and focus on my Spanish class that I had to pass, for example. I'll get back to in a second. And continues because the moms are doing the work when I can't. And the moms can know that they can step back and take care of their kids and take care of their families when they can't, because I'm doing the work when they can't. Because that's the beauty of being in movement. It's not reliant on any single one person. What it is reliant on, though, is all of those people taking care of themselves and not burning out. Because this is not going to change in one election cycle, obviously. And as part of that, I called up a friend named Maxwell. And I asked him if he would work for March for Our Lives. He had helped us on our tours across Florida and the road tour that we did around the country to register those young voters. And I asked Maxwell to take this job. He initially turned me down. And I was like, okay, I understand. And the next day, I had a Spanish test. And for context, I'm dyslexic. So taking a foreign language is nothing easy. And it was full immersion too. And I had to graduate. I had to pass this class to be able to graduate. And I flunked the test. So I called Maxwell back and I said, I really need you to take this job with March for Our Lives so that I can pass the Spanish class and graduate. And he said, okay, fine, I'll do it. So then Maxwell steps into March for Our Lives. And his first protest with us is after we'd taken the house around the country at the time. We're predominantly set in high schools, actually. And as our students were going to get ready to show up at the state capitol in Virginia to lobby and demand stronger action on gun violence and gun laws, our students started getting death threats from many people. High schools were getting death threats. And there were also thousands of armed counter-protesters planning on showing up, like Jones and others, who, by the way, had denied the shooting at my high school happening and said that I was a paid crisis attacker here to take everybody's guns. Led by them to try to, in a form of armed intimidation, infringe upon our First Amendment rights to petition our government, make our voice heard, and lobby them to make a world where school shootings are not headlines and they can become history.